Hi, this lecture is about a small section of Lynda Barry's graphic novel titled What It Is. This section concerns the two questions. In the section of What It Is, titled Two Questions, Lynda Barry explores what happens when creative folks become distracted and focused on the questions, is it good? And does it suck? Honestly, these questions can plague anyone doing anything they care about. She explains that she never really worried about that stuff as a kid. She just drew pictures and wrote stories because it felt good and because she enjoyed it. It was an experience for no one but herself. But then, in grade school, she learned that artistic expression can make people like you and dislike you. Girls told her they liked her picture. Her teacher put her picture up on the wall. It made her feel good and proud. When the teacher took her drawing down, Barry tried to impress her teacher again with a new picture. You'll notice that the picture she drew for her teacher feature what appear to be Playboy bunnies. This new drawing caused her teacher to call her mother, and Barry got in trouble. She learned that there are bad pictures and that she should learn to only make good pictures. This experience showed Barry that art and writing can incriminate you, especially if you're honest. People might look at your art or your writing or your music and think less of you. They might think you're not a good person. For Barry, the teacher must have thought, how did that little girl know about Playboy bunnies? Why did she think it was an appropriate image to draw? As Barry writes, there are so many ways for a picture to be bad. It could be ugly. It could make you appear to be immoral. It could be poorly executed. The list goes on and on. So why does this matter? What happens when the two questions become the only questions you care about when you're working on something that you love? Well, for Barry, the two questions made it hard for her to enjoy creating anymore. As she writes, while I drew, my main feelings were doubt and worry, and when I finished, my only feelings were relief and regret. The two questions held part of her hostage. And she came to realize that the two questions consumed her mind, making it difficult for her to think about anything else. The two questions were like pimps holding her hostage. The two questions can paralyze any writer, especially inexperienced writers, making it impossible for us to start because we are so afraid that it will suck, that we will say the wrong thing, or that we will incriminate ourselves as being less than perfect. But how can you ever fight against something so incredibly powerful? Luckily, Barry is a creative superhero, and she has the answer. She knows that to fight the two questions, she has to give up because it's hopeless, make useless pictures, waste time and materials, have no purpose. That's the only way to betray the pimps. Give up. Go back to childhood, to when you drew because it made you feel good, and you didn't care what anyone else in the world thought about it. If you want to shake the paralysis brought on by the two questions, you have to give up and admit that whenever you begin any kind of project, creative or not, there are things that you don't know and that you can't know until you start. As Barry puts it, you have to be able to stand not knowing long enough to let something alive take shape. Without the two questions, so much is possible. And she ends with my favorite part of the whole book, saying, to all the kids who quit drawing, come back. As for my students, I hope that you are able to experience the strange floating feeling that Barry describes. I hope you are able to be so encompassed by your writing that you enter the wonderfully elusive flow state. I also hope that you will not be plagued by the 2 questions, especially as you work on your mistake papers. Please remember that fear and shame can hold you back. All the stuff of life is incriminating. When we are honest instead of guarded, we have a lot more raw materials available to us for writing. Mortifying stories are more interesting and thought-provoking than ones where everybody already knew all the correct answers at the start. Betray the pimps and see what happens if you give up and stop caring about the 2 questions.